Working from home is a growing trend among local professionals, so we're giving you the lowdown on how to give your home office an updated look. Luckily, we have our in-house design expert, of course, Jie Pambid, and the generosity of our host location. We are here in Contract World at the Alley to give tips on how to set up an office corner in your own home.
I think we have to start with the basics. Now, normally what people want is, of course, a desk with a large enough surface area. But what distinguishes, again, an office desk from a home office desk is it's a little bit more compact. So I think we have found the perfect desk in this one. If you notice, it has very ample work area. The surface is really wide enough and deep enough to be able to accommodate whatever kind of work you want. But at the same time, it also has very ample leg room so that you can really relax and it doesn't hamper the mobility. So we're now here and we're going to choose some chairs. Now this one, if you notice, is actually very Scandinavian in design because we also want to create that modern and streamlined look. But at the same time, if you notice, it has a seat pad and it has a very comfortable incline for, of course, ergonomic purposes. But at the same time, it also has arms. So you'll be able to really rest comfortably while working. Now for the storage piece, what we want is something that would actually double as a furniture piece as well. Storage is also a very important factor when you're working at home. Regardless of whatever field you're in, you can never have too much storage space. And as far as the office is concerned, regardless of whether it's in the home or in the office, you have a tendency to accumulate a lot of junk. So you want also, of course, a space that's very organized. So this particular console or back credenza is perfect for that purpose because if you notice, it actually has very good storage potential, and at the same time, it also has a top shelf and a bottom shelf so that you can really put a lot of stuff in it. Aside from all these things, since it's a home office, we would also want to be able to really create something that would match probably the ambiance of a cozy and comfortable home. This is where you can personalize your space. Since what we want is to create an atmosphere that's very, very different from the corporate world, what we want is to create an ambiance that's very relaxed. So this particular chair would do the trick. I'm going to be using this as a desk chair to be placed adjacent to the desk so that it complements the Scandinavian feel, but at the same time creates that tropical ambiance to make it even more relaxing. And that is how we put together all these things later on.
So, tada! This is it! The work-from-home office that Jie has created for us. I love it. I really wish that I had this corner in my own home. Talk us through what you did, Jie.
Well, we wanted something that's, of course, deviating from the typical office atmosphere. That's why, if you notice, we actually merged very Scandinavian furniture with tropical details.
Yes.
Tip for our viewers out there, you can actually map out an area of a space through the use of an area rug. If you notice, we didn't go beyond the confines of the rug, so you can actually use that as a gauge to be able to figure out if all your furniture pieces will fit in that particular space that you like. Now, of course, another thing aside from general lighting, when we're talking about, of course, home offices, task lighting is very important. That's why.
What is task lighting?
Task lighting focuses on, of course, a specific task on hand. Like, for instance, in this case, we have this very, very nice desk lamp. You can change the focus, so it can fit whatever. But aside from task lighting, it's also very important that you have ambient lighting, which is actually why we have the lamp at the back. So that it could control the mood and at the same time, you know, depending on how you feel, whether you're already feeling sleepy, you could actually, like, of course, turn on the task lighting.
I love how it feels very at home, at the same time also very professional.
So another interesting feature that we added is this nest of tables that actually doubles as a chest of shelves. So what's very nifty about it is that the smallest table can actually be pulled out. So you can...
Just like a drawer.
Yeah, so you can put in like a mug of coffee, especially since you want to declutter the desk. So this is the perfect solution for that.
That makes so much sense. I love coffee on my desk, and sometimes you're afraid it will fall and it will suddenly spill anywhere and everywhere.
Plus,
So that's
diba,
great.
it clears away all the clutter from your desk, so which allows you to work more functionally.
And in this work from home space, you also can actually have guests or people you will interview or people you will meet with in this beautiful, beautiful chair. May I try?
But it doesn't feel like you're in an office.
Totally. It feels like I'm in a resort. Grabe naman this chair. I hardly see office guest chairs that are this fancy and this comfy.
Even if it looks bulky, it doesn't really occupy that much space.
Yes, actually. And it's still within your rug area, even if you have a plant there and another side table.
It's another side table.
Thank you very much, G, as always, for preparing this beautiful space for us.
Always a pleasure. Just as long as you have all the materials ready, it's very, very easy to create the space that you like.
Oh, definitely. And this proves that even if you work from home, you can be creative, you can work efficiently, and this definitely beats working in bed in your pajamas. Up next, looking for a fun workout? Get back in the saddle and pump your way to fitness.